Hello everyone. Welcome to the city of Kobe, Japan. If you've heard of Kobe beef, then you know where I am. It's in an area named the Hyogo Prefecture. But you know, I was in Tokyo 3 days ago, and I brought a group of Americans to see an authentic Kabuki performance at the Kabuki Theater in Tokyo itself. Half of them loved it, half of them would not do it again. But it dawned on me how little they knew about it. So let's spend about 5 minutes on this video discussing what is Kabuki?
Okay, now I'm going to keep this video down to right about 5 or 6 minutes, and within this video, you're going to learn a lot. First, I'll explain what Kabuki is. The word Kabuki simply means singing and dancing, and it's a classical form of Japanese theater, mixing dramatic performances with traditional dance. It's also known for heavy stylized performances, vividly decorated costumes, and elaborate makeup worn by the performers. According to documented history, the earliest form of Kabuki began right around the early 1600s, which is called the Edo period in Japan. It slowly evolved into major performances, and by the 1800s, Kabuki was a big deal in Japan, especially in the larger cities. There are even famous woodblock prints dating way back to the mid-1800s that displayed sold-out performances through numerous communities. Now, believe it or not, long ago in the mid-1600s, the sensuousness of female characters was deemed too titillating to the audiences, and the Japanese government at the time considered this to be disruptive. So it was officially decreed as of the year 1629 that all women were banned from performing in Kabuki. So, men were required to play the parts of women, and then over time, it became a good idea for younger men with softer features to perform as Japanese characters. And the government once again found young men playing women to be also immoral, and that was stopped in the year 1652. And now it's simply become tradition that only men perform all characters, and men who perform as women are known as onagata. Even the Kabuki-loving community finds it fairly ridiculous, but they realize it's just a matter of tradition now. There's no law against it. It's simply what the Japanese culture expects, and they want to keep the tradition alive. But some changes might be coming soon. Now on to how it works. Kabuki plays are about historical events and moral conflicts in relationship to the characters. The actors usually speak in loud voices and are accompanied by traditional instruments. The Kabuki stage is equipped with several gadgets, such as raising podiums, where the actors can appear or disappear on stage in seconds, even using forced perspective and tricky angled artwork. It is impressive. A scene might end with characters still on stage and the lights dim and the stage shifts to a whole new scene. It's incredible. The stories are performed about famous moments in Japan and legends, traditions, and folklore. You'll also notice that the characters sometimes strike a solid, eye-catching pose. It's called a mie. The actors pause, making a temporary pose during the performance, and the effect of creating a close-up of the character, and the crowds just love it. If you'd like to see a performance, I recommend going to the Kabuki Theater in Tokyo. It's called the Kabuki Za, and it's within the Ginza area. Now, not all, but most Kabuki is now performed in Tokyo. You can purchase tickets for a full performance or even a single act. You can also purchase tickets at the theater before the show begins. You can even go on their website and buy a ticket. Now, this is important, and there are 4 good things to know about seeing a Kabuki performance for the very first time. First, I do not recommend you purchase a ticket for the entire performance. Why? Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, you'll be seated in the lower main audience. You will be in the main crowd, and you'll be expected to stay through the whole performance surrounded by true devotees of this art form. it's considered extremely rude to get up and walk out during the show. And secondly, kabuki performances can last up to 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours. Look it up yourself. And during the performance, when certain characters arrive, the audience will shout names and phrases to celebrate the importance of the character. Here's a few examples. Secondly, your best bet is to purchase a single event or single scene ticket. You'll walk through this door here and you'll be seated at a level above the stage and away from the main audience. That way, if kabuki isn't your thing, you can get up and leave and no one will notice or even care. That's the reason the upper balcony exists. Third, at the theater, you can purchase meals and drinks and gifts underneath the theater in the basement exhibition stores and gift shops. Fantastic souvenirs of your visits to the theater. And fourth, take my advice. Hop on YouTube and watch a kabuki performance on your own. Sit back in your chair at home and follow along with the story. If you enjoy it, you will probably love it performed live. If you don't, well, Tokyo has many other things to offer you. So if you appreciate Japanese culture and you're coming to Japan and a kabuki performance might be something you'd like to see with your own eyes, this video should have been a big help.
I hope you found that interesting. When it comes to kabuki, some people will love it, some people won't. But nonetheless, now you really understand it. Well, listen, as always, we provide helpful links and information beneath our videos. And then as always, there's the Contact Us button. Click on it. You can contact me or my staff directly. For JourneyToJapan.com, in Kobe, Japan, I'm Carl Rosa. Thank you for watching.